If you were involved in a car accident, one of the first questions that you may be wanting to ask is, what is my case worth? Famous words, what is my case worth? Hi, I'm Bruce Robinson, personal injury attorney in Maryland for 25 years. We hear that question at the outset of almost every case. The value of a personal injury case is based upon a number of factors, and therefore it's a little bit of an ambiguous number. If you look around or do any research, you'll find that part of the recovery in a personal injury case is obviously the bills that you have, the medical bills that you've incurred. So you went to the hospital, you got a bill. You went to physical therapy, you got a bill. You went to radiology, etc., and you got bills for all these things. Maybe you did therapy for 2 or 3 or 4 months, or if it was a more serious accident, there could be MRIs, CAT scans, and all these types of things. So what happens is, at the conclusion of the treatment aspect of your case, we go ahead and we get all the medical records and bills together from all the different providers, and we put them all together. At the end of any given case, you may have $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in bills for the treatment that you received. And that is one of the avenues, or one of the bricks in the wall to determine value. The next thing one has to look at is, what is your lost wage claim? If you miss time from work, they have to compensate you dollar for dollar for that. So if you were out of work for several weeks or several months, you've missed X amount of money. That has to be fully documented. You can't just say, I have a lost wage claim of X. The medical providers must have taken you off of work, and you must have disability slips, but assuming that all that is in order and you have a lost wage claim for $10,000, then that goes on top of your medical specials. So if your medical bills or specials were $25,000 and then you have lost wages for $10,000, now you have $35,000 in specials, and now we communicate with the insurance company and share that information. Then, on top of that, you have pain and suffering since the time of the accident until the time when you finish treating. So there's going to be pain and suffering to cover that period of time. Now, if you were involved in a more serious accident, maybe you injured your neck or back, maybe you got a herniated disc, or maybe you broke a leg, maybe you required surgery. In cases like that, there will be permanency or permanent injury to your person. And if indeed you suffered permanent injury, then you have to tack that on to your damages. So then you have the medical bills and reports, you have your lost wages, you have your pain and suffering from the time of the accident until the time that the case is resolved. But at settlement or in front of a jury, you also have to anticipate pain and suffering or permanent injury for the rest of your life. So if you have a herniated disc, which is applying pressure to your nerve, or if you've had surgery, there will be permanency as a result of that. And that is oftentimes a much more difficult number to come up with, but that is something that gets presented to the insurance company or to the jury, and it significantly inflates the value of your case. The insurance companies oftentimes lowball these. They don't want to hear about permanent injury, but a jury will understand it and they will compensate you for permanent injury moving forward. This is often a very big motivator or fulcrum in a case when determining overall value of your case. That is why it's so important to get a qualified personal injury attorney. If your case is in Maryland, then you want to have an attorney in Maryland who understands these various damages and others that are available to you. If you have any questions regarding what your case may be worth, then give us a call or find us online. We'd love to hear from you.